So I've been left alone in this apartment by myself, so the natural thing to do is to start a reading vlog, right? Hello, my lovely friends, it's Margaret. Welcome back to the channel, to the vlog. I almost said welcome back to the vlog. This is a dedicated reading vlog for Daughter of Redwinter by Ed McDonald. I'm sure that there is a review up at my channel at this point, blah, 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 but I was sent a copy of it for review by the publisher. Thank you very much to Jocelyn over at Tor. And whenever possible, I do like to do dedicated reading vlogs to the books that I have sent for review when I can, especially when they're nice enough to send me a physical art. A few things to get out of the way. First off, obviously, this is not my place. No, I have not moved out yet. This is my brother's apartment. I am in Indiana. He is graduating from Notre Dame, and he is doing his defense for his PhD, so we all came out to watch him tell people how smart he is, because that's kind of like the most important part of what he's doing here. He's like, I don't care if you come to my graduation. That don't matter. I want you guys to come to my defense. So we're coming to watch him defend his work. Do I understand any of it? No, because he's not really told me anything. I'll let you know if I understand more of it at the end. I swear I read the description before I accepted this. Do I remember it? No. Okay. Wow. Okay, there is a lot happening right now. This is about Rain. She can see and speak to the dead, which is not great for her. It's a forbidden power, and if anyone finds out she can do it, she ends up rescuing someone, and in the process of rescuing them, gets involved in some other stuff. So basically, in meeting this woman, she ends up forced to move into this monastery, Redwinter, because her ability could save the entire nation. So Redwinter makes me think of Red Wall. This is very much with people, but it's just making me think of, it's giving me Red Wall vibes, especially considering that it's a monastery. I'm probably getting a completely incorrect picture of this book. Ooh, those who see the dead soon join them is the tagline. I don't usually do outfit of the days, but I am particularly, ooh, goodness, this mirror is dirty, sir. I was particularly proud of this one. I've got the cool, got nerdy professor vibes going right now with my Star Wars tank top, my blazer, and then I've got, hold on, can we do this? I got black jeans on, so that, you know, I look slightly polished and professional, sort of. And my hair is behaving quite nicely today. Thank you very much, I appreciate you.
Are you vlogging?
No, but my focus is...
Also, by the way, we're now entering a park that we did not pay for. It's my favorite thing.
How are they gonna know?
And I believe we're also in Michigan now.
You're out of focus. Why are you out of focus? There we go. Oh, it's focusing on your butt.
Yep.
Why will it not be in focus? Like, it's going in and out. It's weird, and I've got autofocus on. We have an update. Let's see. I can put this on the camera and just lean down because I'm tired and I don't want to hold it up. Anyways, we have a 17-year-old that was definitely in a grooming situation, but I think the author got her out of that in a decent way, and handled it pretty okay. We've kind of set up the character. We know a little bit about the world. It seems like it's very much like, what's the word, modeled after Scottish clans, that kind of system, kind of a, like, I don't know the exact time period, but kind of around the Norman conquest of England and all of that. Fantasy world, obviously, but when everyone has the same prefix of Lac, L-A-C, instead of Mac, kind of obvious what we're basing it on. I like the main character so far. She's kind of figuring some stuff out as she goes, while also trying to hide her powers. And that's pretty much all I've got right now. I think we've just gotten into what's going to be the main plot, because she's just been through finding the person and the fallout of that. And it's funny because I thought this was going to be like the big thing, and then it turns out the sun just is being rude right now. It turns out it wasn't. It was just kind of like a setup event, inciting incident type thing. So now I think they're taking her to the Drowned Monastery. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not entirely sure. There are a lot of vowels in there. We are going to Chicago to meet up with Matt. Would you stop? Keeps coming out of the clouds and just fucking up my white balance. Anyways, we're gonna go into Chicago. Me and that one are gonna go into Chicago and meet Max. I might take some footage of that. I might not. I don't know yet. And then I'm off to the airport again. So. And then I'll probably talk with y'all, because I'll probably do a lot of reading tomorrow. And I'm gonna go because the lighting situation here is terrible. We have new hair. I'm too lazy to show you the full thing though. So you can go watch other videos. I'm here with an update. We are on page 288. This has been my book for the 2022 Mid-Year Reading Scramble. I've just been working on this book because the first prompt is to finish the book that you're reading for the one that I'm doing. And of course I do that with the book I'm only 100 pages into. It's smart of me. I really planned this out so well. It's interesting. Like, there's a lot going on. I'm not entirely sure. There is a lot going on, and we haven't gotten a lot of answers yet. Like, we know who Rain is, and we know what her powers are, and that she's connected to the things that are happening around her. Like, she's able to see things that not everyone else is able to see besides her being able to see dead people. And so she's, like, trying to keep that a secret. But she's also in the middle of all these people that, like, if they find out that she can do what she can do, she is, like, they are the people that will decide whether or not she dies. Like, they're the ones that will be doing her trial and let people stone her. We had a little bit of a gay panic moment, and then we had to move on because very quickly stuff was going on in the world that was not natural and weird, and put everyone into a panic moment. I want answers. I want answers is what I want here. But I like Rain as a main character. I like a lot of the characters that she's interacting with. Like, the only thing that I have that's a real, like, for me at least, a real drawback, because I know just, like, it would hurt people, is that, like, there is one character who is described as being fat. And we are obsessed in this book with what he eats. Like, we are constantly making a comment about the fact that he's eating. And, like it's one of those things that, like, there are a few that are, like, actually, like, fat-phobic comments, but also just, like, anytime he's eating, it's talking about him eating and his food, and, like, I'm just, like, I'm keeping track right now. I'm keeping track. Every time I'm like, this is a truly fat-phobic moment right here, just because it's annoying me and bugging me. But I like Rain. I like the central mystery and kind of this setup that we're dealing with. I feel like We are having an issue with, like, I feel like we could be moving much more quickly into the action and what's going on, because I feel like we need some sort of answers. There's a whole lot of mystery, not a lot of answers. And it feels like we're wasting a little bit of time here at this monastery doing things. But we have since left the monastery and gone somewhere else, so hopefully some things will start happening. This is very fun. I like doing this. I'm going to go read some more of it, but I wanted to give y'all an update before I got too much further into the book, because it'd be a terrible reading vlog if I had like 2 clips and then it was done. Hello. Pardon the mess. I don't have an update for you, except I think maybe I cut my hair. I don't think you see me stick out my hair, but I got a special package, and this is not on theme with this vlog at all. This isn't even like dark, spooky, necromantic stuff, because that's not my vibe as a person, even if I enjoy those kinds of books. Although I am seriously considering making my next, like, player character, or my first. I haven't actually had a player character that I've made. But, like, for my very first, like, serious, real campaign that I plan on being a part of, I'm thinking about being a necromancer for that one. I'm not sure yet. So this... I got my Taylor Swift merch from when she released it back earlier this year, last year, I don't remember. So I got the Taylor Swift journal, which is muy cool. It's so very basic. It's just like cardboard and some pages. I got me some pencils. And then specifically, this is why I got this, because it's been very hard finding Taylor Swift stickers for my bullet journal that are not for the era, like anything past, like anything she's released Love or onward, I can find plenty of stuff for. But like anything that has not been re-released yet, can't find anything for that. So I got these. Because as you can see, we've got the Speak Now dress right there. Plus, it looks like debut and fearless stuff, so I'll be able to use those. Then, because I had money to burn at the time, I got the little seagull necklace, whoop, which will probably cause an allergic reaction, but it's fine. I can live with that. Final one I got, and this is going straight on my keychain, is the Taylor Swift keychain. Ooh, and this is so this is a nice sturdy chain, which is great because I tend to, these kinds of keychains tend to get left places, like they fall off and I don't notice until way later. This will be really funny having this next to my Batman one, because I still have to fix my Batman one. Anyways, that's what I came to tell y'all. I will go ahead and give you an update. I'm planning on reading some more of the book today. I just haven't, oh, I like that chain. Okay. I haven't been feeling in the reading mood in a bit because of stuff. So all I wanted to do was play Dungeons and Dragons or prep for the next session. So there you go. I guess I'm not really playing because I'm the DM. So technically I'm not playing. I am facilitating. I don't know. It's really funny watching people completely miss opportunities that would give them money. I was nice. I was nice about the first one, and then that blew up in my face, so taking the gloves off. I am not spoon-feeding them stuff anymore. They get what they get. Hello. If the hair looks shorter, it's because it is. I had it cut a little bit shorter and styled a little differently so that it would be a style I liked. I'm here to talk to you guys about the Daughter of Redwinter. I have finished it. I ended up giving it 3 stars. So it's complicated talking about this book, because I think there are some things that it did well. I think the reveal of who is behind everything that Rain is trying to figure out was really well done. It made really good sense, and like the plot lines and everything for that were placed so well, so that like when you got to it, you're like, oh, okay, that does make sense. I liked Rain as a main character. I thought she was interesting. I thought she was decently well written for a young woman being written by a man. There are some relationship dynamics that I'm not entirely sure about, but most of them are kind of seen more in a negative light. Like, it's part of her story, and it's like a realistic part of like the situation and what would have happened, but she does gain some awareness of them. I liked the world in this. I thought that it was a really interesting kind of magic system, and I liked I can't, like, I don't want to spoil anything, but the way, there's things that Rain finds out in this book about the magic system, about how it's supposed to function, that I really, really appreciated and I enjoyed. I have feelings about a couple things. She is actively, like, defending and trying to save the people that would, if they knew what she could do, knew she could see the dead, want to kill her. I feel a little conflicted on the messaging of that, especially since the people who can see the dead, like she can, they are, just considering what happens with them and how they are portrayed in the eventual end of the story, like how that kind of wraps up. That I have some questions about the messaging there. And then the other thing, where's my phone? Hold on. The other thing, and this is like one of the few things that I really, really, truly disliked, is we have a character named Ovitus. He is the person that's going to inherit from her, not her uncle, he will inherit from his uncle, who is the person that she meets at the beginning of the book and takes her to this monastery. And the amount of fat phobia surrounding this character, I thought we were out for, we actually might have escaped it, because the way he's described it at the beginning wasn't necessarily in a negative, it was just description. It was very neutral, just like, hey, this is the build of the person that I am noting. And then we proceeded to then take note of every time he ate, like almost every time we see this character, he is eating. And then we get, like, there were derogatory, like, I kept a counter of fat-phobic comments in here. Like, just any time that the eating was mentioned, they got to be a little bit more derogatory. Stuff was said to, like, just there was stuff said to him and implied, and, like, I didn't, like, he's not a great character. Kind of deserves to have people dislike him, but he doesn't deserve to be talked about the way that he is talked about, in my opinion. Like, nobody deserves that. It's one of those things that it's not even what most people would consider overt fat phobia. It's just the kind of snide little comments that people think are normal, or that some people think are normal. So just be warned about that going in there. That did kind of make it a little bit less enjoyable of a book, because that is something that I notice a lot. And I would love for us to be able to be a little bit more body neutral in our language. And I probably will mention something when I send feedback to, or let the representative that sent this to me know that I have finished the book and then I've posted my review and all of that stuff. I will definitely be like, hey, just something like, I know you can't do anything about it in this book, but like, just something to keep in mind. I don't know if you've already talked to the author about this, but besides those two kind of negatives, the rest of it was decent. The rest of it was interesting. I think there are some things that could have been handled a little bit differently. There's a little bit of not like other girls syndrome, but it wasn't terribly annoying, and Rain is allowed to develop friendships and deep relationships with other women. There's a little bit of, I think, a love triangle going on here, and it's funny because of the two options, I have a feeling I know which one is going to end up being the author's choice. We'll see. There are a few things that I'm slightly unsure, and I will probably check out some other reviews just to see how those elements went over with other people. But overall, it was a good read. I'm not mad I read it, and I would definitely read the sequel. This book has been through it. It has been on a plane with me. It has, like, look at that. I did that just on, you can't really see it, but there's a little outline from the bag that I had this in when I went over to South Bend. So let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts, if you've read this book, have you read anything by Ed McDonald before? I've been looking at some of his other books, his earlier stuff, to see if I would be interested in that. If you are not feeling chatty, but you want to let me know that you watched to the end of the video, go ahead and leave me, is there a Grim Reaper emoji? I think there's a Grim Reaper emoji. Leave me the Grim Reaper emoji, and if there is not a Grim Reaper emoji, just leave me a skull. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you enjoyed this video, I will have other videos over here for you to watch. I will have something that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy right up here, and whatever is newest on my channel down here. That is it for now, my friends. Happy reading, and I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye!